Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a good day.
We have a scent created for the ladies today from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why? Come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And for our mention today, Marcus would like to talk about his Cider House 5-star jelly he just got.
Y'all, I love these star jellies. A perfect combination of splash and bomb. Goes on with that alcohol hit and then soothes and comforts. And I think these are a little bit more intense than the splashes, and you get a lot of control as to how much you're going to put on your moneymaker. I especially like them in scents where the original was a little bit creamy, like Cold Spices or Shave Chaser. Anyway, what is our soap today?
We have La Sirena, and there is quite a story with this one, so let's meet him.
All right, y'all, recline your Barco loungers and grab a comfy blanket. We're in for one heck of a sales page from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
La Sirena, the rebirth of a 1990s classic. With La Sirena, we're honoring one of the most magnetic fragrances of the 1990s, Sun, Moon, and Stars by Karl Lagerfeld. This release is not a reinterpretation or a modern remix. It's a faithful homage to the original 1994 formula as it was first experienced.
Our goal, as always, was to reboot the vintage fragrance, not the new reformulated version that came out years later. The scent of Sun, Moon, and Stars has changed significantly since the 1990s due to discontinuation and reformulation under new ownership. We wanted to capture the magic and mystique of that first era, the true Lagerfeld vision composed by Sophia Grossman, and make it accessible once more to both longtime fans and a new generation of fragrance lovers.
Though originally marketed for women, I've always considered it unisex by nature, a warm, luminous, amber floral that could easily live on anyone's skin. And amusingly enough, many of our male testers who tried the sample without reading the label agreed completely. Seriously, I keep getting PMs and emails asking in excited tones, when will this drop?
The scent belongs to the floral oriental family, softly fruity at the top, elegantly floral in the heart, and warmly resinous at the base.
The result is an atmosphere both nostalgic and timeless. It carries the elegance of the 1990s without ever feeling dated, powdery yet grounded, ethereal yet deeply human. Fans of our ever-popular Alphine will undoubtedly enjoy this, I believe.
La Sirena feels like a dream, remembered clearly decades later, glowing, soft, and quietly magnetic. Its balance of fruit, floral, and woods make it transcend gender altogether. There's even an incense-like depth that emerges in the dry down, reminding some of resin burning in a quiet room. This is a scent that lingers in the mind long after it leaves the skin, one that evokes warmth, calm, and a certain lunar serenity.
La Sirena is a comeback story. She's back from the depths, calling down the sun, moon, and stars themselves, a scent both nostalgic and transcendent. Imagine the original 1994 fragrance reborn through a phoenix shaving prism. Incense smoke curling through moonlight, a shimmering balance of floral warmth and celestial calm.
So yes, my friends, Otra swims again, but this time as the spellcaster, the other sister, the siren who turned her curse into a chorus. Ah, the Shakespearean dramas that play out across the oceans and rivers of the phoenix shaving universe. One twin reaches for the heavens, the other conquers the deep, both timeless, both divine. The scent itself moves effortlessly between traditionally masculine and feminine notes, embodying the same grace and duality.
Our goal was to bring back the real sun, moon, and stars, the one I remember, not the reformulated shadow that followed. We didn't alter or reinterpret it, we revived it. This scent has always been quietly unisex to me, mystical, ambered, and beautifully balanced. La Sirena is both memory and moment, the fragrance of the 1990s reborn for everyone.
The tides are shifting, the moon is high, and the scent of La Sirena is waiting to pull you under in the best possible way. Possibly the perfect strategy, a gift, this holiday season for her or you. Dive in, Shave Cadets. Dive in. And y'all, this may hold the record among the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement scents as having the most scent notes on the sales page. This is going to be a fun one. Come along with us to open this box. This is one of the very rare instances where we have not seen the label at all. This just arrived in the mail to surprise us.
It came yesterday.
Right, here we go. Oh, there's my favorite foamy paper. Whoa! Look!
She's got a bat on her head.
Yo, that is a fabulous label. And I think I do recognize her from the Otra label. Look, the sun, moon, and stars.
Come on. It kind of looks like a little tarot card idea.
Ooh.
Don't you think?
Oh, here's my favorite confetto. Oh, there are two. There's confetti.
Double the fun.
And there it is. Let's see.
Oh, fancy.
I love this label. Y'all beautiful. There are our perfect friends.
Wee.
And here comes our first PAA feminine first impression. Well, since this is designed for the ladies and Douglas is very happy to have a female or two on the team to send these out to, I think you need to have a first impression.
Although we've heard it's kind of more unisex. I'm ready to dive in first.
I know, I'm excited.
And have another mermaid in our catalog here. All right, y'all, there's our pour.
I think the whole idea of what's masculine and feminine ends up shifting over time.
And if this came out in 1994, that was kind of on the cusp of that already morphing a little from what we've been learning.
All right, take it in, see what you get.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if this smells familiar. It kind of does. I don't know if I knew somebody, maybe, because I would have been pretty young in 94. Maybe a babysitter or a cousin. I don't know. But there is something feminine in the first part of the whiff that has a fun, powdery, clean texture. And it does kind of have a little beachiness, like in its own way. Kind of like a cool beach, though. Not summer fun crazy, but that lighter kind of colors I'm getting. I know it hinted as like an amber floral kind of thing.
Right.
So they are definitely there. I thought the amber was going to be deeper and spicier, but there's something kind of sunshiny and fun happening here. I tried not to look at the scent notes because there were a lot.
Too many.
But I'm getting like a clean powdery hit. Doesn't go barbershoppy. Okay. There's a little sweetness, citrusy thing that kind of adds not quite suntan lotiony or anything, but something kind of closest, which is why I think it's putting me on the beach side of it. Right. The florals in here are really hard to pull apart. I know they're florals, but I think there's so many in here and they're blended so well that that's where it's kind of thrown into the 90s version for me, because I can't pull them apart. It's not something that I can be like, oh, I know it's this, but that's kind of fun. It's hinting at the feminine side, but then it turns the florals almost into that powdery clean, which is where I think it kind of can go a little more masculine. Oh. It's fun having Alphine as the twin here because we've spent time with Alphine, and I know that one more as like a rocky, coastal kind of vibe with the deeper roses that come through. That dryness is there. This is a warmer, brighter, a little more fun twist on it. So maybe if Alphine is more the serious sister, this one has more of that fun, flirty kind of side to it. But it's the citruses, the light yellows, the sunshine is out. It's a much warmer day at the beach for me, where Alphine is that colder, rocky kind of day at the beach. I'm kind of getting parts of like a cad vibe somehow.
Really?
The powderiness, but if you could make that feminine, instead of going rose and going with lighter, brighter florals, I feel like that could kind of put you in a guiding path somehow. So when I'm saying powder, I'm not meaning like baby powder. It might even be more talky, but it's still a warmer rockiness than's in Alphine. I don't know how I know that it's 90s, but for sure is 90s. It's something within that powdery side that is just screaming 90s nostalgia in the best of ways. This does have a fun, like, teenage kind of vibe. Like, I feel like if I was a teenager in the early 90s, that this would be something that I would reach for, because it's still super crowd pleasing, and I'm trying to figure out how it's doing that, because I would not have known it had that many scent notes listed. I did try not to look at them, but I think of this more as it's complex with how they're connecting, but somehow it's creating a simplicity to it that I wasn't expecting. Like, that's what's the crowd pleasing side of it. Like, it doesn't go too much in any specific lane. Like, the florals aren't taking over, the fruitiness isn't taking over. I mean, they're both there, but then that clean, rocky, powdery side is there too. So it kind of bounces back and forth. Like, I really can't pick one taking over more than the others.
Nice. Well, when you think about some of the iconic scents from the 90s, even like Casi Perfecto, Curve from PAA, you don't really pick out any specific scent notes that you know from that because the vibe is so new and prominent.
I think that's the only way that I also know that it is an homage to an actual like cologne or perfume because of the way that it's blended together. Sometimes that's how you know that it's blended so well that you don't really want to pull it apart.
All right, pass it over. I want to get to know this mermaid a little
Yes,
bit.
you should.
All right, take it in. You know, we do have Otra over there on the piano from The Calling. We just haven't shot it yet. Maybe that should be one of the next ones we do. All right, here to a backwards engineering. Right? All right, here we go. Taking it in. Oh, what an enigma this is. Not a single scent note I recognize here, folks. This is going to be interesting. I mean, clearly it's floral, but there are so many in here. It's designed to be a brand new idea of what floral can do. It's not a rose. It's not a peony. No. It's a floral vibe.
I got like a yellow rose or like a marigold or something, not a normal one.
I got like the parade of stars. Oh, okay. The florals are designed to open the door with something familiar. I know this balance, but then it starts to climb and it starts to turn spicy at the last second, and then it drops you down into the mid notes. Hold on. Oh, and then the spice of the floral dropped me into something cold and rocky, like dusty granite under that surface, and there's another layer yet to go. Oh, and that's where the masculine hit comes in. Under the rockiness for me is something beautiful and woody. It doesn't go too dark. It goes spicy. It goes wide. A rosewood, a guaiac, something like that under the stony part. Almost like a benzoin or just something creamy in there at the very bottom of this. But y'all, if you think you know florals, as my beloved was alluding to, something about the balance in the uppers is putting them together in an entirely new way. I even had to like take a step back before I went, wait, those are florals, right?
Yep.
They are so beautifully sweet, so beautifully spicy.
It almost has like a honeyed floral vibe.
Yes, thank you.
Not gourmandy, but like something naturally sweet with the florals. Maybe that's a fruit or something else, but honey.
I don't think you get thrown out of bed for saying there was a tiny bit of honeysuckle in there among the florals too, right? Well, there's 20 scent notes. Who knows what might be in there?
I think it must be that sweet, light floral thing that's hit something early in the 90s, and that's what I'm associating with that nostalgia vibe.
Right. And while I think the florals in this keep it for sure in a feminine lane, I think there's so much going on under the surface that this would be beautiful on anybody. All right, y'all, we're going to go under the sea and take a look at these scent notes and maybe build a lather. Come along with us. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. We start with a couple little surprises.
I wasn't expecting these two right away. We have peach and pineapple for the fruits.
Little fruit salad going on there. Do you sense them? I'm almost getting the peach kind of is in that Joe Malone peach that's so beautiful, but it's very subtle.
It's just enough to add that sunshine warm kind of hue for me.
Yeah, and then a little bit of pineapple. Wait a minute. I don't think there's enough in the Accord to actually have pineapple come through the way it has on some of our other pineapple soaps, but I think it's adding something slightly citrusy, floral-ish under the surface.
I think that's why I'm getting this yellow color that's on the cover in mind. Something in there might be helping with that.
And now it's time for our Tournament of Flowers parade. Y'all strap in. Here are the florals.
Water lily, freesia, rose, bergamot. And that's just the top notes, y'all.
And see, I think these three are lumped together in the top notes for a reason. Water lily, freesia, rose, they all have that like delicate petal powdered sugar peony-ish sort of light sense to them, and they don't really relate to the other florals that are coming in the heart notes. Which start with carnation, the best funeral director's sunflower out there. Are you kidding? That was the sense of calm and comfort in the 80s and 90s for me.
And then we have narcissus, heliotrope, orchid, orange blossom, jasmine, and lily of the valley.
That's the finale of your floral parade. But I think every single one of these is necessary so you don't have a specific floral poking its head up, defining its personality. It's a floral spicy vibe.
And after reading all of these florals, you really would think this is like a floral bomb, but it's not. That amber side is really kind of taming that back somehow.
Well, it's funny you kept mentioning powder, and it is funny that I just smelled white diamonds, because I'd be lying if I didn't say that when I was mentioning like dusty granite,
right,
I was getting a sense of powder from the florals, and it was very much in that sort of white diamonds kind of way, but it's magical. Rounding out the heart notes is orris root, something a tiny bit squinchy and barbershop-y maybe for those florals to stand on. And then into the base notes of vanilla, sandalwood, amber, musk, and cedar. Gentlemen, not far from a barbershop scent note list, I'm just saying.
But now that you've heard that whole list, there's nothing in there that's very dark that pulls this scent down at all. It really does live from the mids and up, like scent-wise.
And y'all, this is Sarah's Moon Striker brush. It is a new release from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Check out our Monstroso review for the review of that. And where'd you get that gorgeous bowl from?
This is my KUN abalone bowl. We thought that was fitting with the mermaid fun here.
I'm just gonna grab about an almond size of that soap, and Sarah's gonna push it into the loving arms of that octopus bowl. Now, our lathering process here at the Barbershop Duet is a little bit different. We like to spread our soap out as thin as we can along the bottom of the bowl and hit it with a little bit of water. So the first goal is just to pull the soap up onto the bristles of that brush. And we're going to use our bougie sprayer from Sean and Julie Smallridge for that. It's not an entirely dry brush method because she is going to be getting some of the moisture from that spray onto the bristles as they contact the soap.
And I'll start going one direction and then the other direction. And once it seems like the bristles aren't actually catching any more of the soap, I'm going to turn my brush and do that same thing. One direction, other directions. Things are happening here. I'm just saying. And same thing after it doesn't feel like it's getting much more. I'll spin it around, try again. And then once it's all pretty much on the bristles, I'll dive down and add the water into building the rest of that lather in the bowl.
You know what I have started doing during my shaves at 10:30 p.m.? I have started listening to audiobooks from Audible. And surprisingly, you get through them really fast. Each shave's about 20-25 minutes, and if the book's 6 hours long, that's only going to take you a couple weeks.
No, we never talk about lather, but my friends, it is jumping out of the bowl.
Beautiful. And we love watching our Barry Bedford at Texan Shave shave his moneymaker and his dome, but we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, so we thought you still might like to see how this lather coats and covers a moneymaker. Are you kidding? Oh, it feels great. You are right. This is a DeLorean fast-track time travel trip back to the 90s, and I'm not sure how they're doing it. But this and Casi Perfecto, whoo!
There is still a little bit of that like warmer, sunshiny thing that's hitting me more than with Alphine.
Yeah.
I think that's where I would take it. Alphine's more of an overcast kind of day, and somehow the sunshine, after we build the lather, it really turned up the sun a little bit.
I agree. I don't get color the same way that you do, but this is making me see orange the way Astro Traveler does. And y'all, if you've ever wondered what a dingle hopper is, we're going to take you down a little bit deeper and inform you thusly. Come along. You know what's funny? Will at Barrister & Mann refuses to advise anyone on perfumes or colognes that they have not smelled for themselves, except for one. Chanel No. 5. He considers it such a masterpiece, he wants everybody to get their nose on it. And it's funny, because when it first came out, it was absolutely contemporary, cutting edge. And now, it almost has the reputation of smelling like old lady. But isn't it interesting that when you look at pictures of finely dressed dudes in 1940, and then you look at the guy from Up, he's kind of wearing exactly the same style. You know what I mean? So it's not really the scents that age. It's not really the styles that age. It's our perception of who wore them and how old they are now. So it's interesting because I do get a little bit of a sense of an older person when I smell this. Mm-hmm. And I get the sense of a contemporary young person when I smell this. As you mentioned, if you have a female kiddo heading off to college, you might want to get her a set of this to go along with your son's Sacre Bleu. But I love that, like the flux capacitor itself, these scents have a way of bridging the gap between the old and the new, the iconic and the antique, and twisting the space-time continuum. Well, to Douglas and Fran's will.
Do we see what the splash smells like? Because if it came out originally as a perfume, that might be a nice way to look at it.
I forgot. Well, now the real question is, do we have the sticker or do we have the plug?
Oh, we're back to the plug!
I am happy to announce the plug is back, and in celebration, why don't we show them the noise that the plug makes? This is why this is far superior to the sticker, because if you can get your thumbnail underneath the plug and pull it up sharply, yeah, y'all! All right, a little something there, and a little something there. All right, let's see what we got. Nastrovia. Ooh. Y'all,
Whoa.
spicy flower, powder, woods, it's all coming out.
I get why they consider this an amber floral. Like, it's really coming through in this as it's drying down. I am getting that kind of honey, but spicy, then calming floral. I don't know how to put floral that it doesn't sound like super feminine, because it's not.
Right. I forgot the amber, but that's why I was seeing orange. What a beautiful exploration of what amber can be. How did I miss that?
It's like the amber fougere side, but without the fougere. Put in some nice light florals. There you go. I'm trying to decide when I will wear this, because at first I thought maybe it was more springtime or summery, but now I'm thinking it might be a little more fall. There's like the spices coming through.
So it's pretty simple. Y'all just be Ariel, a little mermaid, wondering what's going on up there above the surface. Well, your dad's going to forbid you go up there because they have feet, they have streets, they have fire that burns. But you're going to go see Ursula, your favorite aunt. That's right. She's the sister of King Triton. She's going to draw up a little contract that's going to help you get your own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful.
Alright, y'all, I am back from my shave with La Sirena, and it was enjoyable. I kind of like knowing that this one was sort of meant for us ladies, even though the gents can enjoy it too. But, my lovely ladies, I used to be somebody that would just get in, do my shave, and get out. Quickie shower. But now I've really enjoyed spending time building my lather, taking a moment to just enjoy the whiff as I'm doing it, and these are much better ingredients than I used to use. So I like knowing that I have that extra padded feel, and I used to feel bad about taking my time and really indulging, but now I've learned that it is a wonderful time to just have a little extra TLC to make the rest of the week go even better. So I would invite you, my ladies, to build a lather and enjoy it. You can always grab some of your gents and see if you like it. This scent, I enjoyed getting to know more of the amber floral side as I was building the lather and spending a little more time with it. And I did notice on the splash, it actually says post-ceremony splash. Love all the details. Thank you, Douglas and Fran. We'll be back for hopefully some more ladies scents soon.
Welcome to Messages.
So for our November giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Barrister and Man.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first December episode to see if you are a lucky winner.
Best of luck!
I know. I wonder if this is going to be the beginning of a new line for the ladies at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Boy, scents really do have eras. That crabapple and Newton, Kasi Perfecto. There is something about the blend, even though they don't share scent notes, that tell me when they came from.
Yeah, I really do love this little time warp back to 1994. I didn't know I needed it, but now that we have this, it is very fun to know it'll be in the den. Anytime I want to take a little whiff. It does make me very curious to see what Otra smells like now.
I know, I'm thinking we might have to pull that off the piano and shoot that next week.
We just might, because now that all these twins and sisters and mermaids are hanging out together, we gotta know what is going on.
And the more you talk about powder in this, the more I'm finding it, but I love it because it's not a masculine barbershop powder. It's not far. I think it's still sort of, for me, a talcyish baby powder, but through a very specific filter. And I'm loving exploring it here.
That honey, like sepia, amber tone, something in there is like mixing with the powder, and that's the fun part to this
with
scent.
a little hit of powdered sugar just to pat you on the butt on the way out. Douglas and Fran, thank you not only for sending this out for free to review, but knowing that there might be some females of the species who might also be loyal fans of Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements in the year to come.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.